Hi, my name is Drew Pemberton, and today I'm going to tell you about how to use the shower tester, aka the Snort. The first thing we want to do in operating the Snort is to try and position the Snort underneath the shower head. It takes a little bit of finagling, but be patient with it. I'll go ahead and demonstrate. Grab the handrail at the back of the Snort and push it forward until the shower head is centered underneath the clear white bucket. Once we have the Snort centered underneath the shower head, we're now ready to bring the bucket up into position. To do that, we raise this guy up by this lever here. And we want to raise it up until this thing reaches the second notch from the top. Next, once we've done that and swung it over into the notch, we can screw this handle in to the bar. Finally, we grab this cord and raise the bucket up around the shower head. We can then place this cord onto this nail notch here. Now we're ready to do some testing. All we have to do to test the shower is to pull this emergency shower lever here. Then we want to watch it and make sure the water gets up to this red line before we shut the water off. Let me demonstrate. As you can see, it flows pretty fast. And it only takes about 10 seconds before it's done. 10 to 20 seconds. After we've let the water drain a little bit from the top, then we can drain out all of the water in this bucket from a tube on the side here, which I will now show you. Using the same process as before, we want to take the bucket down off of the shower and maneuver the Snort cart until it's in front of the sink, where we can drain the water out using this hose in the back of the Snort. Now that we've maneuvered the Snort in front of the sink, we can then take this hose, which is conveniently stored in a little plastic bin down here at the bottom of the cart, and point it into the sink. Then this red lever here, which should always be closed before you start testing the shower, you can now open it, and the water will flow out into the sink. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes for this whole process to complete, for all the water to drain out. So you can come back and do something else, I guess. Well, what do you know? I stand corrected. It actually took about 2 minutes for this to drain out at full speed. But if your sink starts to overflow, you want to make sure that you turn the flow rate down so that it doesn't overflow the sink that you're pouring the water out of. So all said and done, it took about 2 minutes for the water to flow out, probably less. So under 5 minutes. Now that the water is done flowing out of the bucket, we can now take this plastic tube and stick it into this thing here. I don't know what to call it, a little container, plastic container, whatever. And then, final step, we close the red valve, and then we're good. Now we're ready to test more showers. That's all you need to know. Be sure to return the Snort back to the biology department stockroom once you're finished testing,